We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Herbert now. He finds Robinson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 18 Pioneers.
Play action. Now Newman. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Giants in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
First down earned by Wan'Dale Robinson and the New York Giants. We're very excited to bring him in from the University of Kentucky. A weapon as a receiver, he turns into a running back after the catch. And it's no surprise he played both positions in Nebraska and Kentucky. Big-time production in college. Third among all college players last season with 104 catches. He picks up another catch there for the New York Giants.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Newman to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
From the left hash, this from 39. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a cross.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
7-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Newman. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Newman. Rolling to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Now they'll throw it with Newman. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. 7 Pirates.
Newman looking to throw it. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On first down, Newman. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
19 tight.
Here's Newman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
18 more yards there and another first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Steps away to his left, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, Newman. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Taking it about the 36. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Cowboy 80. Rig. Panther 11.
Now Newman on 2nd down.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
They'll throw on 1st down with Newman.
To Barkley on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A little juke. And he's got some space here. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 13. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Newman. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Newman. Check down to Breida. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Throwing now, Newman on 1st down. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Newman will throw again. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newman. And this one is incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
They'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Newman on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Newman. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Newman. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Newman. Robinson hauling it in outright. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Newman to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
Trap 60, trap 60.
14's the mic, 14's the mic.
Get that quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Newman. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, it's Newman. And And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Newman. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. It's a throw again here, Newman. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out. And the Giants drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Newman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jared Davis, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going left, it's Barkley. He'll get this down to the 38. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Newman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Newman's throw brought in by Bellinger. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Daniel Bellinger, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, they remain as high.